So it's August 2nd, 2024. And you know what? I can't do that to you. Yesterday you heard Crazy Date Story number 8 and I left you on a cliffhanger. So I am going to do a Crazy Date Story number 9. So that's how we will conclude my staycation, and I'll be back with you Monday, August 5th with Dr. Iannelli. God bless you, and I'll see you soon. All right, folks, Have Faith, Let It Begin starts in about 10 seconds because today is Thursday, July 9th, 2020, which means only one thing. We're back to Crazy Date Stories, Part 9, and that starts right now.
Broadcasting live worldwide.
On June 16th, 2018, a show designed for you, the Daily Commuter, went live. A weekly show all about faith. A show with motivational topics, inspirational stories, and personal testimony set out to change the world.
Don't you see that your faith is coming alive? Don't you see that it's tested every time? He's the one that makes your life divine. He's the one that makes you feel fine. Your faith's being tested.
Hi, I am Mia. You're listening to Have Faith, Let It Begin.
Hello, my name is Amari, and today we are back on another episode of Have Faith and Let's Begin. Hi, my name is Isabella, and you're listening to Have Faith, Let It Begin.
Hey, this is Freddie, and you're listening to Have Faith, Let It Begin.
Hi, my name is Angela, and you're listening to Have Faith, Let It Begin.
Welcome to Have Faith. Let it begin. Here's your host, Angel Santana.
Broadcasting live worldwide.
Technical difficulties to start this Thursday. Oh my goodness, I tell you, it just doesn't stop, right? 5 minutes in and we are officially back with good audio and ready to rock and roll. Folks, welcome to Have Faith, Let It Begin. I'm your host, Angel Santana. Each and every weekday, 7:30 a.m. We try to go on at 7:30 a.m. Today, a lot of difficulties, but we're here. We're live, and it's showtime. We want to remind you real quick, because I just was scattered all over the place this morning. 10 a.m. on the 19th of July, the 26th of July, I'll be broadcasting live on a Sunday at 10 a.m. for a sermon, back-to-back sermons. Never done it before. I'm looking forward to doing that and, just help out my pastor as he's taking some much-needed time off. Folks, let's get started with a Crazy Date Story Part 9. Here it goes. So after a couple of bad dates, as we've heard, I started to date this new girl, and I met her, believe it or not, at the job, and she was a fellow employee, and she and I hit it off pretty well, and we went on a couple of lunch-ins, I should say, during lunch times. I decided to do something a little different. Rather than do formal dating, we decided to go to lunch during work hours, and 3 to 4 lunch dates in, we decided this is something that's going on, and it's doing very well. We kind of kept our dating situation a secret. We didn't want people to know that we were, dating. Let me change her name, too, for the record. We'll call her, let's call her Lorraine. There we go. I just had to think of a name real quick. So Lorraine and I, we decided to make a formal date out of it. And we decided still not to tell our friends or anyone in particular about the date. But we did all our very best to try to make things work in our favor. So around this time, I had started being asked to work with my good friend at the time, who was DJing at this nightclub / bar called Players. It was a sports bar, and they needed an MC. So here I am. I started MCing for my friend who didn't like to use the mic, and was an awesome DJ. And I was up there doing MC Santana. That's right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Players. MC Santana. This is the best place to be. All right, we got drink specials. Let's get it going. All that kind of stuff. So I'm doing that, and I decided to bring my we'll call her girlfriend at the time. And we decided to go out and have a good night and dance and this would be the very first time that I would introduce her to all of my friends. So we had about 4 or 5 luncheons. We decided to go out to a dinner prior to going to Players. We went out to this little hot spot that they had in the waterfront area of Providence. I had a great time. I introduced her to a good friend of mine who was the DJ. He was very impressed. His girlfriend and the girlfriend that I was dating now, Lorraine, hit it off very well. So I'm thinking, wow, this is perfect. My good friend, his girlfriend's getting along with my new girlfriend. This is perfect. Now we're going out. So we go out to the Players and had a great time. It was a great evening. We went back. I took my girlfriend at the time, Lorraine, back home and decided to, kind of make this more of a weekly thing. She would go with us on Saturdays and just try to maybe meet up once or twice during the weekday so that we're not rushing into anything. Well, on the second week, we go to Players. It was like a Mardi Gras special. We're having a great time. I'm very busy that night, and the 2 girls decide to play pool. They're having a good time, and toward the middle of the night, the place is rocking. Everything is going great. One of my other good friends tapped me on the shoulder and pulled me inside and said, "Angel, I don't know how to tell you this, but I just saw something that really, really, really it just breaks my heart to tell you this." And I said, "What is it? What's the problem?" She says, "I just saw Lorraine kissing another guy." And I said, "What?" She goes, it's happening right now." Well, needless to say, I was shocked. I rushed to the back end and I just caught them finishing up. Let's just say it that way. And the worst part about it all was, it was the owner of the bar, the guy that hired me to help MC with the DJ. That was very, very detrimental to me. And as I stated last Thursday, it put me into a spiral. It put me into almost a nervous breakdown. I remember leaving there crying. I didn't let her or anybody else see me, but once I got in the car and drove off, I started to cry. It was 2:30 in the morning. I remember calling my mom. I did. I called my mom. And my mom wakes up, she's in New York and I'm in Providence, and I tell my mom, I says, "There's nothing I can do. Any person that I ever let in breaks my heart." And that would be the last time I stopped dating for a little while. That would be the last time that I started any relationship with any other person until I met my wife. Now, the crazy date stories will continue because there were many other dates. But at that point, I didn't feel that I could be looking for a wife. I felt that maybe it's time to take a break. Around this time where the break happened, I was asked by my job if I would like to take a temporary assignment. As I thought about the temporary assignment and took time to think about things, I decided it would be in my best interest to leave Providence temporarily for 3 months and to get away and start something fresh and new. The temporary assignment would be in Louisville, Kentucky. And I will tell you that the crazy date stories only get crazier from here. But let me end on this note. It's no good to be cheated on. It's not the greatest feeling in the world. It haunts you. It hurts you. It will forever be stuck in my mind and sometimes in my heart as to why somebody would choose someone else over me. especially when you know deep down inside you treated them extremely well. I will tell you that years later, around 2000, this was around by the way, the date of this date was around 2004. I did eventually speak with this young lady again in 2013. And I did get an apology. And I did get closure. But not all of us get closure, do we? Not all of us have that luxury of finding out how relationships end and what causes the ending and why. So, yeah, the crazy date story was kind of a little deeper this week. And the reason why is because somebody had wrote to me this week. A young girl by the name of Cheryl, she gave me my permission to say her name, who was dealing with the same thing. And I said, listen, I got a crazy date story that's coming up. And she says, no, trust me. It's pretty similar to yours, and I'm going to share it. So, Cheryl, if you're listening, I know how you feel. I know how that feels. But there is good news to all of this. We all eventually will overcome things that hurt us. Sometimes we never can forgive. Excuse me, let me take that back. Sometimes we can never forget, but we must try to forgive. Maybe some of you will not forgive, but you have to try to forgive. You have to move forward because it will haunt you. And for what? So that when you meet the right person, you don't want to put them in that position because the right person will come. God will provide. So that was Crazy Date Part 9. I'm off to Louisville, Kentucky at this point. And my mentality was, I'm not going to even try to date anybody over there because there's no way that I'd fall in love. There's no way that any girl from Kentucky is going to want to talk to me. Oh, the dates just get started from there. Have faith. Let it begin.
Don't you see that your faith is coming